Just okay. So we have so far 15 on the call live, which tends to be 17, I was just saying. So I'm just going to see someone in the waiting room that I don't know why. Oh, Emma. Hi, Emma. Emma's just still trying to join. And who else have we got? I know we've got two brand new people. Thank you for messaging that. Jamosha, hello. Just joined last night. Hi, Shirley. And this call is absolutely primarily for, sorry, I'm just seeing why. Oh yeah, two more people are joining. So look, 16, it's going to be, we've just need lucky last 17th person to come. So actually, let me just quickly write on the chat in the in the chat. We are live, ladies. Come and ask all your burning questions. Okay. So we will record and we'll be ready. Okay, great. Right, ladies. So welcome to the weekly live Q&A call for members. This call is for you if you feel lost, don't know where to start, you've been going for a while and you want some moral support and you want some tips, you want me to critique anything that you're doing, which would mean sharing your screen and showing me or going through as a case study one-on-one. Let's talk about what you've been doing and we can help you through it. It's to learn from other members' questions. These calls are recorded every week, and I honestly think it's a great thing to listen back to because every single week the questions seem to be either differently posed or we go off on different tangents. So there's a lot of really good information in these Q&A calls. So if you wish to go back and have a look at the older ones, if you've only just joined, I would highly recommend doing that because probably most of your questions will be answered on there. And I also like to use this call to get feedback and suggestions, or if I see that there's a question coming more often than not, then I'll make a note of it and I'll make the training more clear. Okay, so there's no question on this call that is a silly question or is it, that you shouldn't ask because it's in the training, even though, as I said, I will say to you, it's in the training, but it's still worth asking it on this call because you need a place or a safe space and safe ears and safe, environment to be able to ask your whatever question you want. And this is space for you. Okay. So I would say mark it in your calendar each week on a Monday. Come along until you feel confident. And if you're feeling a bit low or you feel like you just need a bit of a pick me up or you feel like you just need a bit of help or whatever, right? Ask anything and I'll be very happy to answer every question, and there's no question that's kind of puts me on the spot even. Okay, so just go for it. Now, you should be able to unmute yourself. Hi, Rhoda. Hi, Margaret. Yay. That's exciting. You only just joined today and you're already on the call. So that's super cool and super keen and happy to have you here. So you probably will not have gone through the training yet, most likely, in which case you possibly won't have any major questions, but if you do, go for it. By the way, what I suggest is that you go through the course once, and it really does not take very long, purely because I kept it so simple because Woohoo Women's Club is for women who have got zero experience. And there's a lot of promises out there for people who say, you don't need any experience, it's super easy, la, la, la. And that's actually not true. You do need a lot of technical knowledge and experience, okay? But with Woohoo, you don't. So it's really quite simple, but it doesn't mean that you won't have questions. So I would say go through the course with a notepad and write any questions that you have. And if you still have those questions by the time you finish the course, then you need to ask, because we don't want you feeling lost. That's not the word that we want to be associated with what we're teaching here, okay? We want everyone to feel like that this is possible for them, because people have been disappointed too many times before, and they feel like they just don't even know who they can trust anymore. They don't feel like it's, they start doubting themselves, and they feel like they're going to give up. And we don't want people to give up, because it's sad if someone says, I just don't get it. And it's like, okay, let's be more specific with the I don't get it question. Let's be, what exactly don't you get? Yeah. And let's just get yourselves going, not you guys, but everybody, into this mentality of we can do it. And I really, really, really made this course as possible as I could, because when you know something, it's hard to unknow it, but trying to keep it so that it was so simple that literally anyone could do it, right? So I am going to open up, before I give you a bit of an update at the end of this call of some exciting stuff, which, so everybody listening, make sure you listen to the end. I am going to open up the floor for anyone who wishes to make a comment or ask a question.
Kirsty,
Yes,
it's
Linda.
Linda. Kirsty, I think it's a very good idea. You spoke about it just in this previous all-in meeting, but it applies to all of us. Our affiliate link leads the person we're inviting to the 15-minute video. And you talked about maybe adding to that, just to give more information on what Woohoo's all about. And you made a video about 2 or 3 weeks ago on where you come from, why you started the group, your feelings about the group, and why you think it's better than other groups. I thought it was a fantastic video. And I think any person wanting to start something should see that, because everybody's saying, oh, is this person, is Kirsty Sleep just like trying to make money for herself? Or I think knowing where you come from as the founder of the group, I think it speaks a lot, because you come through very honest and full of integrity in your desire to help other women in that video.
Oh, okay. Which video was that though?
Oh, it was one. It's on the featured. If you go into the featured section, it's it just say you speak about you've been in the business for 20 years, and this is why you decided to start the group.
Okay. I think I know which one it is. I think
if I
that
can find it.
was it the video where I was sitting down and I was like going, and you know what? And I was like, really, I think I remember recording that video. That was literally right at the beginning. So even though it might seem like 2 weeks ago, you saw it, it's been at the beginning. And I remember being like super annoyed at all this crap that I could see. And I was like, I'm sick to death.
That's what you came across as, yes.
And I really was. And I totally remember that time, because I was like, oh, I'm just so over hearing all of this. And no, I thought nobody was ever going to watch that video, which is so funny.
Well, I think it's one you should put in. I think it speaks a lot.
Okay. All right, I will. So I'll explain at the end. I mean, I guess I could explain now if no one's got any questions. Sorry, I cut you off, Linda. What were you going to just say?
No, nothing else.
Okay.
It's fine.
And by the way, can I just say that it's not always about money. It really isn't. A lot of people don't do things motivated just for money. But I learned something a long time ago, and that was that it has to be sustainable for you to do. And that means that something in your life has to give if you trade time for money. So basically, I don't do this for the money, because as I've told you before, and that's true, I could, we all only have 24 hours in a day. That's what every single person is leveled off by, right? We have 24 hours in a day, and everyone has the same. So it's how you choose to use your time and how you get rewarded for that. And that might not be monetary reward. It might be an emotional reward. of some sort, right? So everybody has resources and everyone has to be given something back for that. So, you know, we smiled at somebody, we get back a beautiful smile. That's a reward. Nobody paid anything for that. That was just a reward you get because you gave your smile and you get back a beautiful smile from someone else and you might have made their day. Maybe nobody smiled at them for the last week, right? So that's an emotional reward, but you have to get a reward for pretty much most things that you want to continue doing of some description. So that's why I do this, because of multiple reasons, and it's certainly not just the money. However, of course, we all need to live and we all need to make money. So I'm not going to ever stand up there and say, I just do this for the love of it for all of you and I don't make any money, because that's being disingenuous as well. You know, there has got to be a balance. So I get huge amounts of reward from seeing a project take shape, unfold, the feedback from all of you guys saying how much it's helping you to get out of bed in the morning, some women say. You know, some women say it's giving them hope. Hope is the strongest human emotion. If you don't have hope, you don't have much, right? So we all want to have hope in some way. So that could be with your beliefs about the future. It could be about your monetary goals, could be about whatever, right? But having hope is something that you don't want to ever lose. So that's what I love to give to people with this program. And that's why I've created a simple program that anyone can do, because I can imagine it is hard when you're first starting out in this industry and you are being scammed and you are being sold to the whole time and you are being told that something's simple and it's not when you get there. I've been there, done that, right? So that's how come I think I have made this program so that anybody can do it. And if that isn't the case, then we need to make it so that any roadblockers that make people quit or give up, apart from the fact that they just give up on themselves or their journey, you know, I can't do much about that. But I don't want it to be because they feel like they were lied to. And that is my biggest goal for this, right? So, sorry, going off on a tangent, but I just thought I would share that with you. Okay, so first time on this call. Hello, I haven't started the course yet. Kirsty, okay, Relly has a question. Hi, Kirsty, is sharing affiliate links, sorry, it's in the way, I can't see that, the only way to make money? That's if they click on it and sign up. Okay, so really, what what is it that you think you would make money from? How do you think you make money? I'm just going to ask you out of curiosity. How do you normally make money from anything? Do you want to answer or do you prefer for me just to answer? I can't hear you really big. Oh, there you are. You're unmuted.
From sales.
Yeah. So it's just money has to.
Hi, Kirsty.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi. From sales?
Yeah.
To answer your question.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So there are schemes and scams and things like that out there where you don't have to do anything and you make money. But this isn't one of those. So we don't take away from the fact that you need to make sales in order to be paid. Okay. So if there's no money exchanges hands, then there's no money to be paid out in commission, because we have an affiliate program. So once a sale is made, we take that money and we halve it, or it's actually less less, it's 55% is paid out to the members. Okay. So 50% goes to you and 5% of the sale, the full amount, goes to the person who invited you. So we have a 2-tier program. So to be fair to you, really, in a way, you can make money without having to send your link. Okay, because you make money on the 2nd-tier sales and you didn't send your link. So you sent your link to the first person and she bought it. So say Joyce bought it off you, really, right? Joyce bought it off you, and so you got your first commission.
Yeah.
And now Joyce
Mhm.
sells it to 10 other ladies because she's on a mission and she's out there and she's inviting and she's doing it and she's got 10 women to buy it. Relly now gets $1.50 for every one of those ladies that joins. And it's not a pyramid scheme. Don't get stressed about that. It's just called a 2-tier program. So we pay, it's a very
Okay.
common thing in affiliate marketing. It's to keep you feeling a bit like, it's just a bit of an exciting thing to happen, but it's still the same money. We didn't take money off someone else to pay you and then it's all going to collapse in the end or anything like that. It's literally just, there's $30. Admin says, thank you. We will give $15 of that 30 to the lady whose link we used. Yeah. And we'll also get, so that's $15 is gone. Okay. So now out of the $30, there's only $15 left. Then we take another $1.50. So there's only $13.50 left for admin. The other $1.50 goes to reward Relly. So in the future, Relly, you might have, a whole lot of women who you've invited to Woohoo because you've done your tasks every day, you've done your 30 minutes, you've invited people. And in the future, you might decide to take a month off and say, I'm going to have a month off because I'm going on a holiday and I'm not going to have any internet for a month. You might come back after that month, and because you've invited 100 ladies who are still active in Woohoo, you've made a whole lot of sales of $1.50 that you didn't do. Yeah. So to be fair to you, really, it's a good question. There is 2 ways to make money. There's the first one where someone uses your link, and then any of those ladies, you get the little bit of commission from them too. And that's all coming out of admin's pocket, not coming out of Joyce's pocket or someone else's pocket. It's coming out of admin's pocket. We just want to reward our members by giving them as much commission as we can afford to give and still run this program with our costs associated to running the program full time for all of you. Okay. Does that answer the question for you?
Yes, yeah. Thank you for that.
That's okay. So good question. Thank you for asking that. I don't think we've ever talked about that on this call. So this is what I mean. We always get a new thing to talk about on our Monday calls. So it's really helpful. Thank you for asking, really. Looks like you've got a nice breeze blowing behind you. Sorry. Does someone else want to ask a question? Joyce, did you want to ask anything?
Just a question on the how to create the link to share with our invites. How do we go about that?
Yeah. So if you want to learn how to create your link, there is a video that I've done in the training and it will show you. However, at the moment, admin is more than happy to give you your link so you don't have to think about it. It's up to you. You can either learn so that you know what links are and you get it, or if you really don't care, and quite frankly, I don't know if I'd be caring that much, we will give you your link, and you can have that link saved on your notes, on your phone, on your Facebook. Send it to yourself. This is what I recommend. When you get sent your link by admin, so basically if you want your link, just send admin, send it to me, send it to Kelly, send it to Julianne. Any of us will help you. And all you really need to do is say, can I have my link? And by the way, it makes it a bit easier and quicker for us if you give us the email address that you used to purchase your $30 course. And then it's just quick as anything, and we can give you your link straight back, right? Once you have your link, what I recommend, so that it doesn't get altered or ruined or any of that, is forward that link to yourself, maybe on Facebook Messenger, forward it to yourself on WhatsApp, and then copy and paste it, if you can, onto your phone on notes, so that whenever you need it, you've got it ready and you can just forward it to the person. Yeah. The other thing too is that in the training, we do teach you how to make that link look better, so that instead of sending someone a link that looks like gobbledygook, number, letter, all that stuff, it just says kirstysleep.com or tiny.url/cloud or whatever, right? So we do teach you how to do that. And so with that part of the course, we'll teach you how to do that. You still need to know what your link is. So what I would say is just message us, get your link, and then you can, if you want to do that second part of the training. It's not necessary to do it, by the way, but if you want to do it to make your link look a bit better, some people will want to do that. That we teach you how to do that as well, yeah? And you don't have to pay for a domain. If you want to do the free one, you just use the tiny URL. It's free. Okay. If that makes no sense, just go through the training and you'll see what I mean. You'll get to the part, there's a lesson that says how to make your link, pretty link, I think it's called. That's just that. So send me a message and we'll send you your link. 24 people on today. That's great. Anyone else did that answer your question, Joyce?
Appreciate that, Kirsty. A lot of my invites were asking, so I'll advise them accordingly. I think they're not on the WhatsApp, so thank you.
And also, I think it's really crucial to get all of your people to join the WhatsApp if they can, because it's just such a quick way to keep in contact with everybody. And it means that they get to see. The other thing, which is quite important, right, is every single day we post in the members group, so the paid members group only, a post, which I hope most of you seen it, but if you're new, you won't have seen it yet. So once you're let into that paid members group, by the way, we have to do those accepted manually, because a lot of people ask to join that group and they're not paid members. So we have to go through one by one by one. That's why we ask you to put your email address. So when you put your email address to enter the Facebook group for paid members, we have to check your email address in the system, make sure that you're a paid member, and then we let you into the groups. Sometimes it can take 12 hours or something before you get accepted in there. But anyway, every single day we post for you a list of all the ladies that said, I'm ready. And once they say they're ready, we look up to see who invited them or who answered the questions, and we put the name next to them, who lady it is. And what you have to do is every single day, check on WhatsApp every day or in the Facebook group, and you will see that post. And you have to go into there and check to see if your name is on that list. If your name is on that list, then you should be sending your link out to the lady who asked and said, I'm ready. Okay. Makes sense?
Thank you for that.
Okay. Oops, sorry, I just accidentally muted you again. But if you want to unmute, do so. So just on a note on that point, what I think is quite important to do, Jen asked me to reiterate quickly, which I will do, and that is that a couple of things. we allow everybody to post in our Facebook group, okay, in the main group. It's good because it makes your people you invited see the group. It helps everybody else. It's a great thing to have momentum in that Facebook group. But a couple of things. One, if you post in there saying, I love Woohoo and it's great and everything, of course, we'll put your post up for everyone to see. But if people start commenting, I'm ready, I'm excited, or yes, please, or send me info, or whatever, it does not mean you can send your link because they are not your person. Remember how the group works. The group is there for everybody to have free marketing. Really, if you want to base the whole thing of Woohoo, what makes us so different, it's that we do free marketing for you. Okay, so we are doing your marketing in that group. Everybody, all they have to do is invite their friend into the group, and then we will market the heck out of that for that lady. Yeah, but if you put a post up and you get people saying, I'm interested, I'm ready, they do not belong to you. Okay, I want to let that sink in. Please do not send your link. If you want to comment to make the post keep going further, you can just say, and you'll probably see this a lot. Somebody's posted is, their post goes a bit viral in that group. They write, admin will help you. Or they tag admin and they say, admin, can you help this lady? It would be very, very exciting for that lady to go, I'm going to quickly go and message her and say, yeah, you saw my post and here's my link. But if we find out you do that, and it's certainly if you do it more than once and we pull you up on it, you will just be removed from the group. And there's no kind of exceptions to that. And quite frankly, it's only ever happened, I think, twice that I've had to say to a lady, listen, this is not the way it works. And she's never done it again. So most people don't do it because they're malicious or because they're horrible or they're trying to steal people's sales. They just didn't kind of quite get it. So that's why, I'm trying to make it super clear that you cannot do that. And occasionally there'll be a really good reason why someone has to join with a different person that they were invited by. It might be their sister or their mother invited them or whatever. And I get it. But in general, let's just try and keep the golden rule alive, which is do unto others as you would have done to yourself, right? So we don't want to be doing stuff that we think we don't want anyone to be doing that to us, right? So that's that. And I've forgotten the second point now, but that was the main thing about inviting people to the group. No men can come, yeah. Men smell too much, so they're not allowed. Just kidding. Okay. Now, no, it makes it a different vibe. Men change the vibe, and this particular group has got a vibe that we want to keep the way it is. It's a beautiful vibe. I love it. So nice. Hardly ever do we get anyone horrible in the group. I don't think they stick around for long because they realize that this group isn't for horrible people. And they, yeah, so not that men are horrible, but it's just a whole different message for men. So if someone wants to start a men and women's group and do the whole concept and everything, like, go for it. And, it's absolutely cool. I've always been into women empowerment. Not really. I mean, that sounds like a bit different to what it probably should, but I've always had like a passion to help people who I know how it felt to be stuck having to do a job that I didn't want to do, and I wanted to be looking after my kids and I didn't want to have to go, and I thought, surely there's a way to make money. How do I make money online? Like, literally I write that into Google. Sitting at my desk while my 2-year-old was crawling around, or maybe he's even younger than that actually. And I was like, I'm desperate. I want to find out a way to how can we do this, and that was like 15 years ago when there was not that many things online. Now there's a million different things that people can choose. But there's also, I was just talking to Anne about this morning, there's also 10 times more people looking, because it's now becoming, 15 years ago, it was something that people, early adopters, they call it, early adopter people were looking for a way to make money online. Now, 15 years later, we are in the general person. It's not even called that. I forget now. If anyone knows, tell me, because I've had a mental blank. But it's a common sort of business thing. You get the early adopter people, and then you get people who becomes mainstream. And now we're in the mainstream. So we've got more than 10 times the amount of people looking for a way to make money online. I'd love to see Google's results, because you can't see it anymore, but I'd love to see how many people every day type into Google, how do I make money from home or online? Yeah. It's to never get into a mindset of, I've asked everybody and nobody wants it, so I'm giving up. It's like, guys, please, 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 you will never, ever, ever, and I don't think that you can say that, because it can't be possible, but I really believe, in the context of how we're talking in this call, you will never run out of people. So if you think that, then you just need to change your thinking, because it's not true. Sorry to be blunt, but it isn't. Okay. Only on personal. Are you answering a question, Emma? Jennifer, yeah, I totally agree. It's like, yeah. You'll, at one point, everybody on the planet will be making money from their phone, and they won't be doing the half, 3/4 of the jobs that are being done right now. Okay. So you may as well start now, guys. And if you get naysayer type people, or people that kind of say, oh, it's a scam, or what is it? It's a thing. You know what? I don't even waste my breath with people like that. I don't even honestly waste my breath. I just go, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Like, literally just change the subject. Like, don't even bother, because we're not in the business of selling to people. We're in the business of just inviting them if they're interested. But if they're not, it's like, well, I'm not going to try and convince you something's not a scam. Like, I don't know what experience they've had before, but to think that everything's a scam. Saying that, some people do use the word scam quite freely. It's a kind of annoying word that is very commonly bandied about nowadays, like from banks to flipping news readers to, there's a lot of scams out there. So it's commonly said, and people just say the word scam without really having the connotation of what it is, right? So don't be just put off immediately as soon as someone says, is it a scam? Because they're not saying, are you a scammer, really? They're not really calling you a scammer. They're just saying, is it a scam? Because they're scared, right? They're just fretting. They're going, ah. So you could go, oh, what, scam? Don't be silly, as if I'd do a scam. No, but you know what? I don't really want to tell you what it is. I prefer you just check it out on your own, okay? If you want to go into the Facebook group, it's called Woohoo Women's Club. Have a look. If you don't, all good. Okay? Full stop. You don't have to even explain it to them. And if they're still saying it's a scam, then, or like, oh, typical you scam, say, oh, look, you know what? It's probably totally is not for you, I must admit. By the sounds of it, it's not for you. But, I don't think that you'll have that very often. Certainly not if you don't try and explain stuff, because the more you try and explain it, you just get tongue-tied and it sounds weird, and I totally can see why people think it might sound like a scam, you know. So the best thing to do is just go, listen, you know what, I promised myself I'm not going to explain it because that's not what I want to be doing. But if you really, if you're genuine and you know you want to see what I'm doing, I'm happy to invite you into the group and you can have a look on your own time. And they'll go, oh, okay, fine. And then you can invite them into the group. Yeah. So that's it. When we are, Emma says, when we are posting, we say, come join the Woohoo Women's Club. Is that the beginning of a question? Sorry, Emma, I'm not meaning to be stupid, but I just haven't got a clue what you're asking, if that's a question or if, sorry, you might be just commenting on the previous post, but I don't, I've lost the thread. Online's becoming the new norm, totally. It's becoming the new, like, people need it too. But yeah, it's normal. It's becoming normal. Everyone's got a side hustle of some sort. Susan, messaged me directly about that because, you know, there's probably a good reason for it. So far, I have found there's been 100% not a single mistake made by System.io software. Okay, so every mistake that has ever been made with regards to links and sales has been human error. So that's 100% of the time. So System.io does not make a mistake. It does not give the sale to the wrong person. It's always to do with something that's happened with the handling of the link. So not to say to you, Susan, directly, but for everybody listening, there's no mistakes with the digital software. It is purely and simply somebody gave the wrong link to somebody and somebody went off and clicked on something they shouldn't have, and that was the end of that. Yeah, Margaret, yes, welcome. And yes, go for it. Start to use the invite button, not the page, the Facebook group. Okay, so it's the Facebook group. The main Facebook group. This is a good thing to say to new people, actually. The pink group. If you keep it in your mind, pink, 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 pink is the women's pink group. That's where you invite your people to, because if you see Woohoo group, you're going to be in the purple paid members group as well. And occasionally we still get people inviting to that group and we just have to decline all the invitations. So it's just a waste of time for you. So only invite them to the pink group. I don't think you can track your invites, Jamersha, as far as Facebook invites, do you mean? Not in a very easy way. I think that if you go into your activity on your Facebook profile and you go into activity log or whatever it's called, possibly, but even in there, I'm not sure that it allows you to see who you've invited to a Facebook group. It's their technology is not advanced enough for us to be able to access that. So it's not something that I don't think you can do. But yeah, Glor is correct. If you invite a person and they accept it, Facebook will send a notification to you. So if you click on the button on the top right where your notifications come in and just scroll through, you'll see most of the time it will say such and such has accepted your invitation. And then, of course, you've got the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet has got your name and everybody that's accepted your invitation. However, this is not just our group, this is every group out there doing, you know, anything like this. Basically, the welcome post is about a week behind. So Facebook does a welcome post, which you guys have probably seen. There's like 300 names on that post. And that post comes out as soon as there's 300 names, 300 new people have joined the group. It automatically pushes out a post that says welcome. That is about a week late because there's too many people joining the group and it's gotten behind. So why I'm saying that is because the spreadsheet is also a week behind because we can't do the spreadsheet until we have the welcome post. So the spreadsheet is based off of the welcome post. And so if the welcome post is 7 days late, that means the spreadsheet is 7 days behind. So there will be women who have joined the group, have already said, I'm ready, are ready to pay, and they haven't even been welcomed on the welcome post yet. And they're certainly not on the spreadsheet yet. Yeah. So you'll be like, so that's why it's really important every single day. If you can be in the WhatsApp chat, I highly recommend it being in the WhatsApp chat, which you have got a link to because we've sent it to you multiple times on your Getting Started pack. So just go through that. I think it's the easiest because in that WhatsApp chat, 30-day kickoff, I think it's called or something, I post a few things and I don't post that many things. So it's not hard for you to go back and have a quick read. And it will say I'm ready post is ready. And that allows you every day to see if anybody has said, I'm ready. And if they've got your name on the right-hand side, it means you have to send your link to that lady within 24 hours. Because if you don't send it within 24 hours, then, and the lady starts to say, what's happening? Or you know, they'll go quiet, they'll go cold. So you have to do it within 24 hours. If you could possibly do it within 30 minutes, you're going to get better. If you could do it straight away, then you're going to get the best results. But if you do it after 24 hours, your success is going to diminish massively, because with any sales that you do, including my own business, including email marketing we do for my business and various other, this industry standard tells you that if somebody says they're interested, they want, and especially this day and age that we live in, people want now, you know, they don't want to wait. So people get distracted, people go away, people forget. So as soon as you can go back to that lady and say, hi, thank you for your, saying you're ready. Are you ready to pay, or do you just want more information, or what? Because some people are not, if you just send them your link, they're going to be like, what's this person just putting their link there for me? Yeah. They might not even remember that they wrote, I'm ready. So please just try and do like more of a conversation with the lady and just say, hi, I saw that you're in the Woohoo group. You said you were ready. Are you ready to pay now? I normally just say that, because then they will say, pay what? And if they say pay what, you've got a bit of work to do, girls. Okay. Because they're going to be like, what? So say, oh, did you watch the presentation about the Woohoo? You said I'm ready, and I just, or do you have some more questions or whatever? Like, find out where they're up to. And then once they say, I just saw it, looks interesting, I want to know more. So, okay, can I send you over a 15-minute video? It will explain it. And I'll also tag you in a couple of posts if you want to do that. But just basically interact with the person. Actually ask the person where they're up to. So, and then don't just leave them for dead. Like if the lady says, oh, I want more information, I personally think it's a good idea to track your interest. So if you have your own spreadsheet, like you could get your own, just get a note on your phone, get however organized you want to be, a spreadsheet if you want, you could do, and literally just have the person's name that said they're ready, pop them on that and make a note, you know, sent more information. Then it's always a good idea to ask permission, but it's up to you. But just at the end of sending it, say, if you don't mind, I'll follow up with you tomorrow. Okay? If you want to say that, it's a good idea. Then tomorrow, follow up with that lady. Say, hi, did you watch it? I said I was going to follow up today. Did you watch the video yet? They're going to go, oh, no, I haven't. Oh, okay. When do you think you're going to do it? So with Woohoo, we want you to not have to do any selling and telling. However, selling and telling is the initial interest. That's what we help you with. What we don't do for you, because this is what you do, and that's what your 30 minutes a day that you signed up for is the skill of follow-up. Okay, so the lady said she's ready, so you're not selling because she's already said, I'm ready, I want to know. You're not telling because you're saying, well, here, I'm going to show you some videos that will explain it, or I'm going to give you the link and that will explain it. So you're not selling and you're not telling. So we're not lying, you know, that is all done for you. But what you do have to do is follow up in a nice way to make sure that you meet the lady where she's up to. If you just barge into her and go, here's my link, it's $30, pay it now, I'll be ready, she'll be like, wow. So just find out where they're up to, okay? And then in 2 days' time, mark on your spreadsheet, you need to follow up again, and then just go back. And then today, when you're doing your 30 minutes tasks, just there's one that says follow up your interest. That's what this is, following up your interest. The most successful women in Woohoo are making many sales because they follow up the lady. They give them a quick message. Hi, have you decided yet? Have you got any more questions? Are you ready yet? Okay, so if you just sit back and hope it's going to happen, you'll probably get some sales. You will. But the people who do the follow-ups and make sure that they, you know, get a no, basically, eventually the woman's going to say, bugger off, you know, or go away or stop or no, I'm not interested. All of the above or none of the above. And you can then just say, okay, fine. She's finished. I stopped with her. But she's still in the group. That's the cool thing. Unless she leaves the group, she's still in the group. So maybe in a month's time, she said no, but now she's going to go, you know what, I probably should look at that thing. It looks like it's getting better and better, and there's the group's now 18,000 people, and now all of a sudden it's 30,000 people. I might actually be interested. Okay, I'm ready now. And you can go back, okay, well, here you go. Let's get you going. So we continue to do the selling and telling for you in the group, but that little bit of a time that someone says I'm ready to when they sign up is your responsibility. And it's just, yeah, that's how you can go from making 1 sale to 10 sales. Right, does anyone have any questions, guys? Vinny says, if I happen to come in late for the Zoom meeting, possible to join the same meeting at a different time? Yes. So we only have this time slot though. So every single week at the same time. So mark it in your calendar so that you can, if for some reason you come late, it's fine. You can watch the replay. And if you come late, you can still ask a question and we can answer it right now, Vinny. But if not, you can send your question over and we can answer it on the call, and you can watch the replay later. Okay. Anyone got any more questions? Because I'm going to round it up if we don't. Oh, just before I finish, I'll explain what we're going to do for everybody's link and ask for, yeah, anyone got anything else to add? Sorry, Joyce, I'll just have to unmute you. Can you unmute?
Unmute.
There you go.
Already? Can you? Okay, I've got one question. I've been going on the system IO For the flyers that we use, how do we get that from System IO? The flyers that we use, who have flyers that ladies are using, where do we get that? Those from?
So are you talking about posts that you can use?
Yes, the flyers, the WooHo flyers.
Okay.
Where can we access those?
So Glor is just saying they are in the training. So Glor, do you mean they're in the training, the link to where they are, or are they actually in the training? Just let Glor answer for me. I don't know what flyer you mean. That's the slight problem. That's the reason I don't know the answer. We definitely need Kelly to be on this call because she's the Canva woman. So
That's all right. I thought we would get it from System IO, and I was searching through the pathways to access them, or do we pay some money to access them online?
you don't
Or
have
how
to
do we
pay.
access?
You don't have to pay, but I'm just
Uh-huh.
so do you know which flyer? Are you just talking about like
The ones that some ladies are using in the pink group, with some of them have the WooHo group mainly with pink
so if you go
background.
into the paid Facebook group, the purple group, yeah, so not the pink one, the purple one.
Yes.
If you go onto the tab that says media, that is all, there's a whole lot of different posts in there. If you keep scrolling down, you'll find them. And you can use any of those. So all you have to do, I believe, is hold your finger down for a minute or for a few seconds, and it should ask you if you want to save the photo to your phone. And you should be able to just save that onto your phone, and then you should be able to use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I thought we'll get it from System IO. So I was asking.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just, yeah, in the Facebook group, in the paid Facebook group. So as opposed to the pink group, don't use those posts because they belong to the members, like various members. But if you want to use like group ones that you're allowed to use that we've given you permission to use and anyone can use them, it's those ones in the purple group.
Okay, thank you for that.
That's okay. So just before I finish, I wanted to say, so the video that we have, which Linda was talking about at the beginning, so we've got, everybody's got their link. And if you don't have your link, you're going to message me, I know. So on that link, that is your kind of sales video, right? And that is attached to you. So there's a video at the top that's 15 minutes long, which is a presentation. And underneath that, there's a whole lot of writing with bits and pieces. We're going to make that page now better for you all. So we're going to be putting videos that you only really normally see in the Facebook group. I'm going to download those and I'm going to pop them onto that page for you. And we're going to have testimonial videos on there too, because some women will want to see more than just the 15-minute video. They want to see more. And okay, fine, they might go into the group, but they might not too. So what I was going to ask you all is if anybody is keen or anyone is happy to, I would very much appreciate having you just record on a video. It doesn't have to be fancy, just so that we can see you. Short as possible, if you know, less than a minute, if possible. Just saying what you love about Woohoo. If you've made a sale, please mention that. And I can't use everybody's video, but I will try to, like the more the merrier. But if your video, just to give you a little bit of a kind of context around what the video should be about, if you say something like, I joined Woohoo and I love it. The women are really great. I haven't made any sales, but I'm still continuing and I'm still loving it. I'm not going to use that video because people won't understand the full picture of that, because you've just said, I love it, but I haven't made any sales. I'll tell you the bit that the lady's listening to. She's listening to the bit where you said, I haven't made any sales. She's not listening to the bit that says, I love it. Because they're like, oh, well, you might love it, but you're just saying that because you want me to buy it. No. So if you're going to do a video, please don't mention, I haven't made any sales, but I love it, because I'm not going to use that video. Purely because you might have just started today and you say, I love it, I haven't made any sales. And they're like, well, the lady doesn't know that you started today only and you haven't invited anybody yet. Or you might say, I've been doing it for 30 days, but I haven't made any sales, but I don't mind, I still love it. But they don't realize that you have not been doing it for 30 days because you haven't been dedicated. And now you love it, you're coming back again. So anyway, I'm just trying to say that if you do a video and I don't use it, it's because I couldn't, okay? Because what we want those videos to be, it's not to be lying to people. It's not to be, fake, but we want you to just say the good stuff, because A, there is a lot of good stuff to say, but B, that video is going to help other people decide if they want to buy it or not. Yeah. So if you don't have to say a whole lot of stuff, just say, I've joined Woohoo Women's Club and I love how simple the training is. Thank you so much. Full stop. So pick the bit that you love and do that in the video if you want to, okay? Because some women, I promise you, some women will watch every single video. If there's 50 on there, they'll watch them all. And then by the end, they'll go, you know what, I'm ready to buy now. And they'll use your link and they'll buy, okay? So hopefully we get lots and lots of videos sent through that we can add to your link so that we get more people buying. And again, that means you don't have to do any selling, because you say to the lady, I'm not going to tell you all about it. If you really want to know, I'll send you a message on Messenger and have a look at it later on tonight, okay? And they'll be like, oh, what is it though? Tell me, what is it? What's this thing, this scam you're doing? So I'm not going to send it. I'm not going to tell you. I promise you, I'm not going to tell you. If you're interested, I'll send you the link. Do you want me to send you the link or not? Yeah, okay. All right, fine. Send the link. And just let the link do the talking, okay? Don't start trying to explain it. Right, ladies, I'm going to have to run. So I hope you are all going to have a very, very beautiful day, very beautiful week. Of course, we are here to help you. Please do feel like you can ask questions, but please do go through the course first, because it's only fair. Okay? Have a really lovely day, everyone. Thank you. Bye, guys. I'll pop the recording up for everyone to watch afterwards, and go back and watch the other recordings too. Once again, we had a totally different call today, so it's worth listening to all of them. Bye.